Hello, my name is Jacqueline, and today I'm here with my model May, and I am going to do a contour and highlighting demo with an eye look. We're going to start today with May's skin already prepped. We use the Philosophy Purity Made Simple Moisturizer, as well as the foundation that we use was the Purity Renewed Hope in a Jar tinted foundation. And so we prepped her skin and got her all ready for her contouring, which we'll start right now with our Anastasia Contour Cream Kit. Here we use the light contour cream kit, and I will show you on May how we're going to get started. So we'll just turn you right this way. We're going to start today with the banana shade on our highlighting contour kit, and we'll start with May right here under the eye area. We're using this shade to brighten under this eye area and also bring it out. I'm going to mix a little bit of the banana shade with the fair, just because it matches really well with her skin tone. And you can see it just goes on really well with this foundation brush that I'm using. Works well for the highlighting. For May, we're also going to bring up the highlighter, the light contour right up here on her forehead. And we just bring it up a little bit above the beginning of her brow area, and then we'll bring it right down mid-nose, as well as on her chin. There we go. We're not going to forget to go a little bit above the lip area, and that's also to bring out that beautiful lip that we'll complete later. So that center area just really is defined. Great. The consistency of the cream contour kit is just beautiful. I think it works really well with the foundation brushes, the contour brush, as well as with the beauty blender. Often I'll use the beauty blender just to help to get the product nice and blended even into the skin. I'm going to continue with an Anastasia contour brush to use for May's cheek. We're going to really, especially for her face shape, we're really going to define that cheekbone on both sides. And you can see right away we're just applying the product, and then we're going to blend all together after. So for the, let's look on this way. There we go. We'll do a nice thick line, just so we can really shape those beautiful cheekbones. We'll also use this contour color, and you can just turn this way, please. Perfect. On the chin area, as well as the nose. On the nose, we can use the tip of this contour brush to shape the nose. Or you can certainly use a foundation brush, the thinner foundation brushes that are usually used for concealer. And that brings a lot of definition right there for the nose area. I'm also going to use this, I like this middle shade here for May, and that is the light sculpt. We're going to use also to define her jawbone. And then we'll bring it up again around the hairline. And because of the shape of the forehead, we'll get a little bit more of this color to define right around the hairline for May. And we'll bring it down just a little bit here. And depending on your face shape, you may contour differently. We use a little bit less of the light color for her here and a little bit more of the dark around the hairline. And at this point, what we'll do is start to really blend the colors that we already sculpted her cheekbones with. We're blending that all together. We're blending up in the hairline, and then of course on this side as well. You may want to go back with the lighter shade of the contour kit just to continue to blend. And we'll look this way, look straight ahead. Very nice. And as you can see, as part of our demo today, I do have one of May's brows already complete, and I will walk you through the process of doing the other side so I can tell you just how we got that beautifully shaped brow look. So now that we've really used this contouring to shape the cheekbone area, we look to just look and see, I think I'm going to use just a little bit more on this side to balance and give her face symmetry. Very nice. Great. And these contour kits are so easy to use. I love the cream contour kit just because of the blending. I love the way it just works so well with the brush, and that you can truly change the look of your makeup and really the look of the face to get the best palette for your color. Again, we're going to go just over with a little bit of Fair and Banana mixed together to pull that light shade out. And then of course with the darker contour, you could even bring it down into the neck area. Very nice. Great. Okay, now if you can look forward. And with that nose shape, we're just also going to, there we go, beautiful. Okay, and so what we're going to do now, and I used the number, used the banana again, just want to be sure I'm showing you the colors that we used here, which was the Fair and the Banana, and as well as the Light Sculpt in our contouring kit here for May. Now what we're going to do is go forward with a little highlighting, and for the highlighter today I am using an Urban Decay highlighter as well as some cheek color. So we'll get started here, and again we're going to highlight just in the same areas that we applied the lighter shade of the contour. And we're going to bring it right up to the pretty eye area just to bring more definition in that area. Lightly bring it around the nose, down to the chin. And this is going to add even more dimension to the face that we already contoured. I'm going to now use part of this Urban Decay Naked palette. I'm going to use the blush to blend all of that contoured chiseled cheek look for May and just give her some nice pretty color. Very nice. And for her it's giving nice definition, but also in a very natural, pretty way to bring out that beautiful skin. Great. Right, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the brow area. And as you can see, and I stated that I already did one of May's brows, and I will walk you through and tell you what I used for May and how to create a nice balanced and beautiful eyebrow shape. And the eyebrows are such an important feature on the face. It really does bring your whole entire makeup look all together. It shapes your face, and at the same time, it just brings out your natural beauty. So what I'm going to use today is the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo, as well as the Brow Definer. And to get started, I'm starting with the Brow Definer. And the best way to get the best brow shape for your particular eye is by using the Anastasia golden ratio method, and it is very easy, and it is a great way to get started with brows, and it is almost foolproof. So what you do is you can use your brow pencil to use it, or if you're using your brow brush. So for us today, we're using the brow pencil to get started. So I'm looking at the center of the nostril and going straight up to the beginning of the brow line, and I'm going to put a little dab there so we know where to start. Then I'm going to use the brow pencil to go to the edge of the nose, out to the tip of the brow, and that's how we know where we're going to finish, right? That would be the tail of the brow bone, and then we'll go right through the center of the iris and from the center of the nostril, and that'll tell us where the top of the arch of the brow will be. So from there, we will be able to shape May's brow perfectly and have the best symmetry for her face. So what I'm going to do is start right there at the arch and bring it down to the tail. And we'll also blend in. I like using this Brow Definer pencil because it has 3 different ways to use it. There's a very pointy part, the bottom is a little bit thicker, and then the center you can use to fill in. So there's a lot of different ways to use this pencil. And we will again start with the arch and bring it down. We're going to fill in right where the edge of the tail will be, and we'll use the beginning of the brow area to shape. What I did on the other side, and something that's really great to use, especially when you're using a brow pencil or even powder, is to use a base for the brow ahead of time. It helps whatever product that you use after to adhere a little bit better. And I did prep her brow with this earlier, but just to show you, it also is a great way to create a beautiful line and underneath the brow. So by doing that, the pencil adheres to the brow just a little bit better. And then this way you can shape it. Now, what's great about the pencil is it actually comes with the spoolie built right in, so you can use it throughout your process of doing the brows and shape. Sometimes you may want to shape it up to see what direction you're going to, or you could blend the hairs down, and then you can create the tiny hair-like strokes with the pencil to create and mimic the look of the natural hairs, and then go back up to put it in place once you have your definition. So I've now got a nice shape to May's brow, and what we're going to do is use the powder duo to just define a little bit more. And on this pencil that I've used is the number 14. I like this one because it has a nice, pretty sturdy brush, and I like to be able to shape with that brush. Again, I use these tiny little strokes when creating the natural look of the brow throughout. Okay. So we will keep going, and I have this wonderful palette that I'll be using today, and it is the Anastasia Prism palette. So we'll be using these colors. I love the shades in this palette. It's especially beautiful for fall. And I'm first going to get started. Now we just used the Pro Tip and the highlight pencil underneath the eye area. So I am just going to continue with a little bit of this highlighter color here, Lucid, and go right underneath the brow area where we just defined. I like to add that beautiful highlighting also to the corners of the eye, and it just brightens and lightens that area. And this gives a nice base. Now, based on May's eye shape, what I'm going to do is use a darker shade in the crease area and just right here on the lower part of the brow bone, and that is just to create a little depth and dimension. And I love this parallel that I'll use here. And again, because of the beautiful shape of her eye, I'm going to just create a little length towards the tip of the brow that we just created, towards the tail, but also giving that beautiful shape to this eye. And these colors are so nice to use. They stay on beautifully. You can really get artistic with the shades because of the wonderful way that they adhere. I love playing with all of these great Anastasia palettes. They are just, one after the other, are just beautiful. Okay, and so I gave a nice little defining area there with the parallel. Now what I'm going to do is use this pyramid with just a beautiful gold to blend with the parallel. So it'll brighten up the area down by the lash line, but it'll also blend in with where we're creating that depth. And I love the way that that pyramid just shines. Okay. And we'll do the same on this side. And then our eye look will be complete. It's so much fun to work with the Anastasia colors, with all of the great highlighting, with the contours. There's just so many beautiful ways to use these great colors to bring out the natural beauty of your model and yourself. And then after you're done with the eye area, you can of course go underneath again with your light contour, just to pull away any color from the eyeshadow. And we're going to do a little mascara application, and we'll pull together our entire eye look. So again, by using the Anastasia golden ratio method for the brows, it really helped us to pull this beautiful look together. So by contouring, using the wonderful eye palette, and then completing the look with the brows, we were able to show this wonderful eye look for May. We're going to just finish up with a little MAC gloss here because we have such bold, beautiful lips. We're going to use a light lip gloss. There we go. And we pulled out a beautiful look